Museum of Soldiers, Private John Elwood was written on November 11th, 1918, Bordeaux, France. Probably not saying that right. Bordeaux, France. Just as American was being announced. My dear friend, I was just outside. The whistles and pointed bells are ringing. The people say that the war is over. There's so much excitement around here that I don't know whether I'm writing or what I am doing. I have decided to finish this letter with a pencil, as I think I can do better. That sure is good news. I suppose you all know it's by this time. If you don't, it won't be long until you do, if it is the truth, as it was 100 years ago, so let it be this morning. And also we will do the Bells of Peace proclamation. Bells of Peace, a World War I remembrance, national tolling of bells to honor those who served in the Great War. Whereas a century ago, 4.7 million American families sent their sons and daughters off to World War I, whereas the resources of an entire nation were brought to bear on the war effort. Whereas 116,516 Americans gave their lives in the war, more than 200,000 were wounded. Whereas the tolling of bells is a traditional expression of honor and remembrance. And whereas in November 2018, the world will commemorate the 100th anniversary of Armistice that ended the fighting in World War I at 11 a.m. November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day and of the 11th month. Now therefore be resolved that the United States World War I Centennial Commission does hereby call upon all Americans across the nation to toll bells in remembrance of those who served in World War I at 11 a.m. on November 11th, 2018. Terry W. Hamby, Chair, Washington, D.C.
Thank you for coming, everybody. It's cold. It was cold yesterday too. We're waiting for St. Charles bells to start ringing. So at 11 o'clock, be ready, because that's going to be the signal. If you have downloaded the app from the Bells of Peace, you can turn on your phone and you can toll the bell with all of us. Thank you for being here.
Miami County Monthly News, and we are live at the courthouse on November 11th, Veterans Day, and we are waiting for 11 a.m. where there will be a celebration of the Armistice Day 100 years ago. '11th day of the 11th month at 11 a.m. is when the bells from St. Charles Church will be tolling, and there'll be a lot of noise. There will be fireworks. There'll be police cars making a lot of noise, fire trucks. This celebration was yesterday with the poppies, honoring the men and women of World War I. We've got banners put up in memory of many of our veterans on the lamppost and on the courthouse grounds. So we're waiting till 11 a.m. to start the Celebration of the 100-year anniversary of World War I.
These are
Celebrating the tolling of the bells.
I'm sure the cold guys do.
Yes, I'm live.
Oh, you are? Yeah. I'm sorry. We have a family that's come from Northwest Indiana just to come take a picture with their puppy.
Okay.
And they're over there. They're the Gebhards. The whole family came. I think it's our grandfather that was. Sorry. It's 2 minutes from. Okay. All right. Yes. Excuse me. We're hoping Father didn't yet. Otherwise, it's going to be the fireworks that are going to be the signal for everybody.
So daytime fireworks.
Yes.
I'm live here. Do you mind me going live on Miami County Monthly News?
No, that's fine.
So we're waiting a few minutes here and the bells are going to toll, and you're from, where are you from?
Munster, Indiana, and Crown Point. My brother Art and did you know anybody? Arthur. My grandfather Eugene Hall was in World War I. Came back in May of 1919. It took a long time for him after the fighting ended to get all the troops back home.
All right. Well, sounds like they're starting to toll the bells.
Oh, I think so.
Well, I'm glad to have you in Miami County.
Right on. You get a good shot.
It looks like I'm the designated person. This will conclude the Bells of Peace. But if you want to continue ringing the bell, be my guest. I think this is wonderful.
100 years ago, the people of Peru were so excited to hear that the news that the war was over had actually happened, that it was early in the morning and they started to do just what we did, making a lot of noise. The locomotives were blowing their whistles and people were shooting guns. Don't think we can do that today, but that is the way that they showed that they were so excited because the boys were coming home. And that was the most important thing. It was over. The nightmare was done. And how much better it would be for everybody. Not everybody would come home with that. We remember them and we honor them. We appreciate their sacrifice. We appreciate your being here this morning and making time to be here and be cold and freezing with us. And to honor all of the veterans, not just the World War I veterans, but all of those that followed, because that war that was supposed to end all wars did not end all wars. It was followed by many more, sadly so. We would like for everybody to remember the First World War, not so much as the Great War anymore. We would like for people to remember it as the war that changed the world, because it really did. It was a turning page. It was a moment in time when technology took off and even medical research took off, and many other aspects of life changed for so many people. Women went to work because of this war and showed everybody that women were able to do just as much as anybody else. And that also turned the page because the women's vote wasn't very far behind. So thank you all for coming today, for remembering the veterans, not just the World War I veterans, but all veterans. I hope you spend the rest of the day remembering, and if you have placed the poppy yesterday, remember to take it home with you. They will be in the lawn for another 4 days, and then we will be taking them out. We hope to honor the veterans that have fought in the following wars thereafter who are still alive. We would like to see them, so if you know one, please let us know, because we want to show them appreciation while they're still here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Continue.
Do we leave now?
So you were talking, you're from,
Munster, Indiana,
And you-
I'm from Crown Point, Indiana.
all right.
The police
And-
department, the fire department, our veterans, and everybody that put that fabulous show on yesterday deserves a great big round of applause. Thank you guys for coming out.
So was your grandfather?
Grandfather
Yeah.
lived down here in 7th Street. Remembering Grandpa, I never ever heard him utter a word about the war. Never said a word. So that tells me of something he wanted to forget. We always had a big panoramic picture of his headquarter company. He was a communications runner, strung wire, so on and so forth. And he had this great big photo, a little over 200 men in Ventable, France. It was a castle just outside of Le Mans, and his unit was photographed there before they got some R&R time as they were coming back from the front lines in the east of France, and they got to go to this Duke's house. It was a big castle, and I always looked at that photo when I was a little kid. I've got it now, but
we all have a copy.
Yeah,
you
we
can
all
leave
have
a copy for us.
Yeah.
And so that's about all I knew of his World War I exploits, was that photograph, because he never talked about the war.
All right.
And you do have his uniform.
Yeah, I have his uniform.
Oh, that's neat.
He was a 29th Division. Trying to think of his.
Did you have his cap?
Oh, he was 115th. He was 115th Infantry.
So you brought your family to help celebrate the 100 year, and did you get a poppy?
We're going to, yeah. My wife right here.
Okay.
Our cousin, yeah. So,
This is a very lovely
tribute
nice
or
tribute that Miami County's done today. And my grandfather and all the World War I.
World War I
They'd have been very honored.
right.
You didn't learn much about it in high school, you know. World War II is what they concentrated on.
The sad thing is, as a kid growing up, it was the World War I veterans that are dying off, and now it's the World War II
and
veterans,
Even Vietnam.
Well, it was kind of a nice little celebration.
Yeah.
Hard not to get emotional thinking, you know, with the fireworks going off up there with the flag. That's what they did 100 years ago today.
It's unbelievable. 100 years.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Going live. I was impressed with the fireworks. It was kind of neat hearing it, seeing the clouds, the flag, the doughboy, and thinking 100 years ago today, same thing was happening.
What it really sounded like, right?
Yep. Probably a little louder. I bet it was louder then, a little bit, probably.
Yeah, with the cannons and the back.
Right. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we're here with all of the do we have most of the group of Miami County worth remembering here that did all the work? I think we do, don't we? Do you have any other members here that were in the, well, Bruce is here, where's he at? Oh, he's down there. So here's the group that kind of helped organize the event yesterday and today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your time. Any comments you'd like to make? You always make her do all the talking.
Because I don't like. I'm just blessed to be a part of this whole project. Obviously, a lot of these ladies I wouldn't have known throughout probably life if we wouldn't have had this project. And on top of it, just to honor the veterans just makes me cry. So sorry. I guess I'm a sappy spokesperson. A lot of work.
A lot of work. Lots of
Touched a
time.
lot of people. Yes.
It did.
And then the neat thing is that I think it will continue to touch people because they will remember the importance of Veterans Day from here on out.
All right. Well, thank you. I think Miami County did it right.
Read it.
I love the impact that it had on their kids.
Yeah.
You want to bring Paul in because he's responsible. Come on in because you're responsible for the fireworks and you should.
I got him earlier.
You
Paul came down. That was a nice added touch.
Ken already talked that.
That was,
Sounded like 100 years ago.
yeah. See, hearing the noise and seeing the smoke and the flag and the doughboy. It was like, wow.
Here's another member of the puppy posse. Come on in. Come on. You can't take a picture. You got to come in here. Come on in. You got to be
All right.
That's the reason why we love Miami County, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Miami County can be proud.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for being here and all.